Hey y'all, Leanne Small Town Stitches. I'm back with Flosstube video 57. I know it's been a bit longer than I was intending to. It's been about a month. There's lots of things that roll into that. So let's see. Quick end of life update. End of October we did Halloween. The thing at church, the drive-in movie night went great. On Halloween, we ended up going near my parents' house to the local orchard, and we did a hayride, horseback riding, candy, donuts, cider, and they did a great job of keeping everyone, you know, safe. And then that night, she had enough candy, so Mom and Dad said we were good. Let's see what else. Husband's business has slowed down. The power wash is, or the soft wash is done for this season. He's been doing some small engines, snowmobiles, getting those fixed for people. He still has a bike in his garage to work on over the winter. But plow season will be starting here soon, so when we get some snow, the white money will be falling for us. Work has been absolutely insane. It has been stressful. There's days that I can't get everything done that they want me to have done just because of the amount of stuff that I have to do. And then on top of that, I worked from home 2 days last week because my car died at work or at church last Sunday. I pulled into a parking spot at church, and all of a sudden there was a big thunk grinding, and my driver's side axle and ball joints broke. The ball joints, when they broke, actually tore my axle in half. So thank God, I wasn't driving down the expressway or any road for that matter of fact. And then my husband called one of his buddies who has a flatbed trailer. They came and towed it home. My husband ended up, he fixed it, but it's got some issues. It had a lot of issues beforehand, let's be real. But it had some issues because of, I think when they drug it, there's some other stuff now that needs to be fixed, and I don't like my car at all. I wanted to call her the White Witch, but my husband and I joke because like the White Witch in Wizard of Oz was the Good Witch, and then Gandalf, you know, was the White Wizard, and he's a good wizard, and white symbolizes good, and that's not her. So I refer to her as she who shall not be named. That's what I refer to her now. I miss Bertha. Bertha was my Hummer who died last year. Her motor blew. So she would run if we had money to buy another motor. I think it was amazing in the snow. Best car ever, hands down, in the snow. So we passed a car dealership the other day, and they had the dark gray Expeditions outside and stuff. And I was like, I told my daughter, I was like, oh, Mama likes that. She goes, well, Daddy says he hates your car, so let's just go get some monies and buy that for you. And I was like, that's not really the way it works. Oh, the mentality of a child. So things have been good here. Everyone is safe. No one is sick. Daughter's school is still open. There has been no problems at school. They're doing a phenomenal job there. She got her first report card back, and they judge by character, your character that you exhibit, as well as your thing. And she has, they judge it mastery, developing, and then an area of concern. So she has a mastery in social studies, gym, big surprise for my child, music. I want to say it was Spanish, because they start Spanish, they teach foreign language starting in kindergarten. So, and then everything else, she had a mastery in gym, and everything else was developing, and she did great. She's doing phenomenal. They have to rear her in. You have to struggle to keep her attention sometimes, and it shows sometimes, but she's in kindergarten, and it's just her. My hair is driving me crazy, but it's down. So we ended October with 11,762 stitches, and so far in November, and today's the 15th, I've done 5,681. I did kind of scale my stuff back because I know I wasn't going to hit 1200 on everything, but I want to touch my projects. So I scaled the numbers back. Some of these things I watched kind of a recap on my video, but I'm going to show you where things were last time, but what I've done so far this month in November. I did not finish my acrostic last month. I didn't start Middle Earth. I haven't started it yet this month. I did find out that a lorry stand will work with a hoop, so I would love to get one eventually, especially for my full coverages. I think it would be amazing, especially Middle Earth, because it's a tapestry size. So let's start. The acrostic for November is 4 seasons, and I have given everything like I think it's 460 stitch goals. These are not going to be in a complete order, but yes, I do have one new start so far, and it is for the Carolyn Manning Sale, which is taking place through the Facebook group Stitching 911. 911 is in numbers, and that's Stacy's group. She's doing a Carolyn Manning sale. I had already bought this, so I was like, okay, I'll start it. And that I'm doing is Desert Dawn. I just like the colors in it, and it's weird because I am not a pink girl whatsoever. I'm not really a girly girl. My hair is usually in a bun or a ponytail. I have minimal to no makeup most days. The thought of dressing up, I'd rather be in jeans or sweatpants. I'm not a huge girly girl, except for my crafts, I guess. So this is Desert Dawn. This was a new start for me. I have all the called for colors. They're all DMCs. Apparently I'm missing one, but they're all DMCs. So I will put it on the bottom how many stitches I've done this month, and I'm doing it on a white 20 count Aida, and this is where I'm at on it. So I had to at least meet my goal of probably 460 stitches. You already know how many, but I like the colors. It's kind of nice. It's kind of repetitive. It's going to be super cute when it's done. Will I ever do more like this? I don't know, because I think it would just get too repetitive after a while, but it's super cute and I like it. And it won't be very big when it's done. So that's project number 1. And like I said, these are not in order. Another one I've touched this month. Oh, I adore this piece. This is my long dog, and it cracks me up because every time I bring this up, Jenny always makes sure, because she is the long dog stitcher. So this is Krozwyrd. For those who are interested in starting a long dog but are kind of overwhelmed, this is only 6 pages. I say only, but there is a lot of stitching on each page, just be forewarned. I'll be popping pictures up so you guys can see where this was last time on here, as well as how many stitches that I have done. And here we are now. So what I have done this month is I did this, finished this block, started it down here, and did this. That's where I concentrated on this month. So here's where it's at entirely. I'm on page 5. I believe right here where it breaks is actually the border of page 5, and then it starts page 6. So I have hit the edge at the very top of page 5. So that's where it's at. This will definitely be framed downstairs when I am done with it. Frame. I still have to buy a frame for my parents' piece. actually, so I can get that done for them for Christmas. So that's the second one I've worked on so far this month. Next, as everything falls over, you wish, this looks beautiful right here, but you don't want to see my craft room. It's a mess. Next is a Quaker Christmas by Bygone Stitches. I am stitching this on a piece of 18 count Heartland by Picture This Plus with a combination of Victorian motto, color and cotton, and dyeing for cross stitch floss. Hopefully you're seeing a picture of where this one was last time. And here we are now. So I have worked over here. I finished this motif, did this, and this is what I did for this month. I started off doing this for a piece for the dyeing for cross stitch for her weekend, and I think that was last week. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? I don't know, but I started off great, and then I was like, I have laundry to do, I have a house to clean, I only get 2 days off, and that derailed fast. I think I only did like 5 hours. But I love this piece. I want to get this back out. So my goal is to hit my acrostic on all my pieces and then just pick a couple if I get done and do more on them is my goal. This is one of them. And I think Heartland by Picture This Plus is one of my favorites, fabric-wise. Next, I'm going to insert a picture. It's one of my husband's pieces. It's not everyone's favorite so far. This is the one he knows about. This is Cigar Box by Tilton Crafts. I'm going to insert a picture of where this was last time you guys saw it as well. I've only done one extra row, so I did 703 stitches, and it's a lot on full coverage. I felt that was a good enough goal. I didn't want to really do any more, so I didn't want to push myself anymore because I don't want to end up hating it. But hey, I've done 1.88% so far on this piece. Here it is now. So just another row, all different shades of brown. It's all brown. This piece is gonna have to be broken up a little bit because there's so much brown. But that's where I'm at so far. That's 2,103 stitches in total so far. Can you tell I just finished this before I came up to film? Next, I worked a little bit on my ink circles. I'm doing this one. This is stitched on an ice dyed unnamed fabric from To Dye For Fabrics, an 18 count with DMC 550. This is where it is now. I did not leave myself much of a border on this side to do framing when I'm done, but I am so excited. I have hit the edge of page 5. So I just have to do this little down here, and then we're on to page 6 for this piece. So I'm excited. Super excited. I can't wait to frame this one and put it upstairs. A lot of my pieces, I shouldn't say a lot, some of my pieces, Krozwyrd, ink circles, they'll be kind of wrapping up next year, so we'll get some new starts in there. I was talking to Jordan. Jordan and I talk quite frequently, the Tattooed Stitcher. If you don't check her out, I highly recommend you go check her out. And she's like, you only live once, so just start what you want to start. But I get overwhelmed with having too many because I want to actually physically work on them. So one of the 5 million things Jordan and I have talked about. Next that I've worked on is Merry Noel by Sue Hillis. I'm stitching this on an 18 count opalescent with Bleeding Heart by Threadworx. So I will insert a picture where this was last time, as well as the stitch count below of what I've done. I love this piece. This is one of the other ones I think I may want to get back out, but here it is now. I love this piece, so I concentrated and did all down, more of this down here below. If you can see from back here, you can see that variegation right there and the coloring, but yeah, super stoked, very happy with this. I actually ordered a stand, like a tripod for my phone, which is what I film on, so it comes with a ring light. It's supposed to be here possibly tomorrow, so that'll be interesting. I'm sure we'll get some of my glare, which I also have to order new glasses. Rant. I got my eyes checked the 30th. I took the day off work. She recommended, of course, the blue filter for me because I'm on the computer all day for work. And I used my insurance, and I was still going to be paying $367 for these glasses afterwards. My mother-in-law, so my husband's aunt, went and she had her eyes checked, and they said, okay, are you paying with insurance or without? They gave her a price for without insurance. With insurance, she was going to actually spend more money out of pocket. They charged more wherever she went because she had insurance. Zenny, here I come for my glasses. Already have them picked out. Next, this is where I have been focusing so much time. I really wanted to get caught up because I want to end it next month when it ends. And this is my Linen and Threads 2020 sampler. I'm going to insert a picture of where this was last time. April block is done. Yes. October block is done. And I'm working on November. And I need to work on something else because I'm getting burnt out from doing the same color. But here it is now. It looks so good. Let me back it up so you can actually see this whole thing. Ah! Doesn't it look so good? It looks so good to me. Anyways, I'll stop. So April is completely done. This was a beast to work on. I did these up here for October, and then I came down here so far and I have done this. I don't know if it's supposed to be a fly, a bee. I've done this insect, this one, and this one so far for November, but November will come. The rest of this will all be filled in down here for November, and then December will go there, and this piece will be done. I'm so excited with how this looks. This piece will probably be hung up at work. I think I'm gonna frame it and take it to work and hang it up on my wall because I have a really horrible, ugly floral piece that was in my office when I got it over a year ago, and I did have a question, and I will address it on here, with someone asking what stuff I have on my pieces. So I'm guessing you were talking about this, and they're called needle minders. All they are, I'll pop this one off, is this one looks like this, and it has a magnet on the back, and you have another magnet, and of course they magnetize to each other. As you can see, I have my needle on there. So when you're working on your project, so you don't have to weave it in and out, all you do, and as you can see, it does not damage the fabric whatsoever. You just put it on, slap the back on, and it holds your needle right on your piece, and I love them. Some people are addicted to buying needle minders. I have quite a few. It's behind, my thing is behind here, but I haven't bought any in a while. So yeah, that's my progress so far. I have one more. If you are not into subversive cross stitch, please look away for a minute. This is not something I normally stitch on. I was asked by a friend of ours to stitch something for her sister, and I did. I don't know where I put my floss that I used on this. So I did. I have to get a frame for it. So I guess she saw it online, and it was the F word, and she loved it. Saw it on like a Facebook marketplace, and someone else took it before she could. So she asked if I could stitch it. So I charted it out, and I did. So again, look away real fast if you don't like it, but here it is. I thought it turned out pretty cute. So I'm just gonna she wanted to just say the word, nothing super fancy. So I used a variegated thread. So yeah, she's excited to give it to her sister. Whatever, you can look now. All right, so the other thing I have been working like a mad woman on, if you watched my last video, you know I'm making a blanket for my daughter. I've done a lot since this last. I have to actually unfold it because it's giant. It's getting giant, I should say. And I need to work on this tonight too. I actually had to order more blue because I decided the strip in the middle between her dad's favorite color and mine, I'm gonna do a big, I had to order 3 more to get it to the size that I want to get. So again, I'm gonna have to fold this because I should have measured it beforehand, but this is turning out to be huge. But here, lengthwise, let me move this up, is where we're at now. I can't even get it in here. There we go. That's where we're at now. This is folded in 4. So this is gonna be bigger than the bottom 2 stripes. I'm gonna do a big one in the middle, and then I'll add probably some more to that bottom blue one afterwards. So it's coming along. It's gonna be giant. So I need to have that done by December 24th before I go to bed so it can be wrapped for Christmas. Let's see, what else? I haven't done a lot of purchases. I did a little bit of sewing, not a ton. I have made, actually I have 2 of these bags that I will be listing at some point. I don't know when, but I have these 2 bags ready to go. They're just the patchwork bags. And then the inside is the same gray fabric as the outside. I thought this bag was super, it needs to be re-ironed, super cute. I just like the look of the patchwork. So I did that one. And then, Margaret, if you don't want to see what your bag is going to look like real quick, look away, okay? So I am going to have, I think, 2 of these bags, possibly 1 or 2, eventually. It looks so cute. So this is the garden bag. I love how this works together. And then the inside is just a plain. I think it's so cute. So I've sewn that. I have a bag I need to finish for Jordan. I have a bag I'm kind of working on for Stacy. She knows about it, kinda. She knows what it's gonna be, but she doesn't know the fabric I chose or anything else. I need to sew that for Stacy. I need to do some sewing, but I need time. Like, I want to knit, so I did buy some knitting needles to attempt, but I bought metal ones. And after doing research and trying to knit, and I about wanted to just take that knitting needle and stab myself in the eyeball with it. So I have bought a cheap set of bamboo knitting needles, and I'm going to try with those first to see if I like them better. I hear for beginners, Wooden ones, bamboo or acrylic needle or acrylic ones are the best. I have one of my NPs at work likes driftwood knitting needles is what she says she loves. So I told her that. She told me bamboo would be a good one to try on. She's been knitting for, I think she said, over 30 years. So I would like to try to do that. So it's another thing. Plus I have all these crochet things I want to do. Plus I want to sew more. Plus I want to stitch more. Plus I want to do all the things, and work is cutting into everything, man. It's just cramping my style. Need to find a way to stay home and do all this stuff. So I only have 2 purchases. Well, technically I bought knitting needles that are coming, but I'll end up showing you those next needle. Actually, I bought another thing coming too, but whatever. I bought my first hand-dyed yarn. It's a fingering weight. What I'm gonna do with it, I have no idea. Maybe eventually I'll make socks or something. I only bought one skein, and it is 463 yards. It's a 75 single wash merino, 25% nylon, in the color Dusk from the Wicked Knitta, and it looks like this. It's so gorgeous. I saw it and I had to buy it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I had to buy it. So apparently I'm gonna start hoarding yarn. I already have, so I have these are for my project bags. Up one is where I have a couple big balls of the Bernat blanket yarn that are left over from when I did the one downstairs. I'll probably eventually crochet my daughter a blanket to leave my husband's truck out of that. It's so soft. So soft. So apparently I'm gonna start hoarding yarn now. And the other thing I bought that came in, Tiffin Stitches. She's another girl I talk to quite often. Well, Jordan and I talk almost, I would say Jordan and I talk every other day. Pretty much, right, Jordan? Suzanne and I talk pretty much daily. She's rebuilding Rosie. Tiffany and I talk too. I bought one of her bags from her bag sale, from her large one. And it looks like this. I don't make the vinyl front ones. I don't own any vinyl front bags. Tiffany, yours is the first one at vinyl front that I own. What? True. I have all fabric, mostly ones that I've made now. So I bought this from Tiffin Stitches. She did a fantastic job. So that is it. That is literally all my progress. I don't have much. I haven't been able to be as busy as I normally am. I decided yesterday we had my parents over for dinner because I just didn't want my mom to have to worry about dinner on the first anniversary of my grandpa's passing, and wanted her to I knew it was going to be a hard day for her. So I ended up having them over, and I made homemade salsa for the first time. I made chicken enchiladas for dinner, and I decided to deep clean my kitchen, well, my dining room and my part of my family room. It took me 3 hours, and I haven't even made it through half of my daughter's toys, but what I did looks great. So today I have to finish laundry, and my project going downstairs to join is I'm going to take my ornaments downstairs and see what we can come up with that. So yeah, I'm hoping to be back end of November. I put in for a bunch of time. I get Thanksgiving off, but I decided to take Black Friday off. I won't do any shopping. I never do, but just because I could. So yeah. So Black Friday, the day after Christmas, we'll start decorating for the day after Christmas. The day after Thanksgiving, we'll start decorating for Christmas. There you go. I'm bringing out these 2 pieces. Will go downstairs. So will my 'Twas the Night. I I'm excited to have some more stitched pieces this year. So yeah, that's gonna be all from me. I will see you guys at the end of November. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them below. Give this video a like if you want, and always feel free to just subscribe. I love hearing and talking to everybody. So it's gonna be all from me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.